Welcome to AI ConvoCast, where we bring you the latest in AI and tech innovation. Quick housekeeping. Check out the affiliate links in our description. Using them supports the show, and please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Let's jump right in. Today we will be discussing OpenAI's new strategy focusing on practical adoption over raw capability. Their confirmed plans to release a hardware device later this year in collaboration with Jony Ive. And Microsoft finally letting Edge users hide that Copilot icon after months of complaints. OpenAI kicked off the week with a blog post outlining their priorities for the year ahead, and the message is clear. They are shifting focus from pushing the boundaries of what AI can do to making sure people actually use what already exists. The company is calling this their practical adoption phase, and it represents a meaningful pivot in how they are thinking about growth. Rather than chasing benchmark scores and releasing increasingly powerful models, they want to close the gap between capability and real-world usefulness. Healthcare, scientific research, and enterprise workflows are the priority sectors they named specifically. This shift comes on the heels of what OpenAI described as record business usage throughout late last year. The enterprise side of their business has been growing steadily, and that success seems to be informing where they put their energy next. Sarah Fryer, who leads business operations at OpenAI, emphasized that their infrastructure investments are now demand-aligned rather than speculative. To put the scale in perspective, their compute capacity reportedly grew from around 0.2 gigawatts back in 2023 to approximately 1.9 gigawatts by the end of 2025. That is a massive increase, but the company is framing it as responsive to actual customer needs rather than building ahead of uncertain demand. Revenue growth going forward is expected to come primarily from enterprise adoption and new ways of monetizing existing products. The company acknowledged they are exploring advertising and lower-cost subscription tiers, but positioned those as tools to support broader adoption rather than core growth drivers. Essentially, they want to bring more people into the ecosystem while keeping the focus on high-value business customers who are already finding real utility in the tools. Moving to hardware news, OpenAI confirmed they plan to release their first consumer device in the second half of this year. This announcement came during a conversation at the Axios House event in Davos, where OpenAI leadership finally put a timeline on something that has been rumored for months. The project involves collaboration with Jony Ive, the legendary designer who shaped the look and feel of Apple products for decades. Details remain sparse, but early descriptions suggest something small, potentially wearable, and designed to minimize or eliminate screens entirely. This is a significant move for a company that has built its reputation entirely on software. OpenAI is betting they can create a new kind of interface for interacting with AI, something more seamless and ambient than pulling out your phone or sitting at a computer. The timing is worth noting because the broader consumer hardware space for AI devices has had a rough go lately. Products like the Humane AI Pin and Rabbit R1 launched with considerable hype, but struggled to find an audience. OpenAI clearly believes they can do better, and the Jony Ive connection suggests they are taking design seriously. More details are expected as the year progresses, but for now, the company is keeping specifics close to the chest. On the Microsoft front, Edge version 144 arrived with a feature that many users have been requesting loudly for quite some time. You can now hide the Copilot icon from the toolbar. This might sound like a small change, but it addresses a real point of friction that has been building since Microsoft started integrating Copilot more aggressively into its browser. The process is simple enough. Just right-click on the icon and select Hide Copilot. For enterprise environments, IT administrators now have a policy control called Microsoft 365 Copilot chat icon enabled that lets them manage visibility across managed devices. This update represents something of a retreat for Microsoft. The company has been pushing AI features prominently across its products, and the Copilot icon was part of that strategy. But sustained user backlash made it clear that not everyone appreciated having AI suggestions so prominently positioned in their browsing experience. Copilot itself remains integrated throughout Edge in other ways, so this is not a full opt-out by any means. Think of it more as Microsoft acknowledging that forcing visibility was not the right approach and giving users some control back over their interface. The stable channel release actually happened on January 16th, and the change has been rolling out since then. Thank you for listening to AI Convo Cast. Please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Thanks and hope to see you again next time.